Good afternoon, children. Let me explain the program number 7, that is Distra's algorithm. Okay. So there is a class used here that is called as Distra's class, in which the main function has been designed. So you should give your file name as Distra's class, DIJKSTRASCLASS, Distra's class. So here I have used a local variable which is a constant whose value is 20, max is equal to 20. It's a constant. Then I have used another constant, infinity, that is INF, whose value is 9999. And I have used another variable n, which is to denote how many number of vertices will be present in my graph. And cost matrix, for entering the weights of the edges, we use the adjacency matrix representation, which is defined by A of, it's a two-dimensional array. And for scanner class, I have created the new object SC. So in the main function, okay, in the main function, first we are calling the function read matrix, which is used. What is read matrix is, as you can see here, first in the read matrix, I am assigning the 20 cross 20 matrix. I am assigning a 20 cross 20 matrix to the variable A. Then first I am getting the input number of vertices in the graph, which is called as n. Then we are giving the input to the array A, which is the cost adjacency matrix. So when you are giving here, I will explain you. When we are giving here, as you can see here, first for this example, first we have a 5 vertex graph. So first I will be providing the input as n is equal to 5, then the cost adjacency matrix. So you are going to enter the cost adjacency matrix row wise. We are going to enter the cost adjacency matrix row wise, because here we have for I is equal to 1, for j is equal to 1, A of I comma j. So row wise we are going to enter. So see here, for the vertex A, which is my vertex number 1 in the program, there is no edge between A to A. That is, self loops are represented with zeros. Self loops are represented with zeros. And you can see here, I don't have an edge from A to E. I don't have an edge from A to C. So if there is no edge between any two vertices, that is represented with 9999. Okay. So when you are giving input to this program, please remember these points. For self loop, that is, if we have an edge from A to A, B to B, C to C, D to D, E to E, which is called as self loops, we will be giving the values as 0. If there is no edge between any two vertices, then we are going to represent it with 4 nines. That is the infinity value. Okay. So after the read matrix, we are using the variable S to denote the source vertex, and that we are getting it from the next input from the user, that is stored in the variable S. Then we are calling the function Distras. So in the function Distras, I am using two one-dimensional local arrays, capital S and small d. This capital S is used for noting the vertices that are added, and D is used for the distance, that is the cost, the distance or the path length from source. Okay. And we are using three local variables, U, V and I. So S is the array that we are using for notifying the vertices that we have added into the tree, that is the path. And D is the array that we are using to denote the distance from the source. To denote the distance from the source. This D array only will be provided as the output. And we are using three local variables, U, V and I. So for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. First the array S for all the vertices of the graph. First I am making that they are not been added into the tree before. So we are assigning the S value as 0 to all the vertices. Okay. Next we are noting the cost of the vertex, that is the distance of the vertex from the source. So see here, d of I is equal to a of small s. This is a of s comma I. d of s is equal to a of s comma I. The distance of the vertex I from the source. From where I can find out? I can find it from the cost adjacency matrix. Then we are going to start the process. So first we are assigning s of s is equal to 1. The source vertex we have already got, that we are assigning it as 1. Then d of s is also 1, that is source to source that I have visited. So the cost is 1, that we are assigning here. So one vertex we have already visited, so we are making I as 2, while I less than or equal to n. That means all the vertices to be added other than the source vertex. So while I less than or equal to n, we are going to do this process. So the first process is u is equal to extract min of s comma d. So from the visited vertices and the distance matrix, we are going to find out the minimal distance vertex, that is the next fringe vertex, and that we are going to add it to the source vertex. So u is equal to extract min of s comma d. S of u is equal to 1 I plus plus. That means once I have found out what is that fringe vertex to be added, that I make it as that I have visited already, and I am incrementing the count, how many vertices have been added to the tree so far. Then for v is equal to 1, v less than or, for all the remaining vertices, as per the Dijkstra's methodology, we are going to update the cost. We are going to update the cost. That's what we are going to do in this method, in this for loop. Okay. Then after all the vertices have been added, we will be disprinting the output of the cost matrix. So what is this extract min, which acts as a first point in the Dijkstra's calculation? So I will be checking whether that vertex is having the smallest distance from the source or not, the nearest vertex to the source or not. That we are doing it here. Okay. So let me trace the algorithm for this 5 vertices. Consider this graph, A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E with 5 vertices. So as I said, first we will be entering n is equal to 5. Then the cost matrix, which is entered as 0, 3. See, A to A is 0. A to B, the edge value is 3. A to C, there is no edge, so 9, 9, 9, 9. A to D, there is an edge whose value is 7. A to E, there is no edge, so we are writing it as 9, 9, 9, 9. So like this, all the vertices will be added. So now we are going to consider A as the source vertex. So we are going to give 1 as the input. 1 means A. See here, A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once A is a source vertex, so 1 we are going to add. So initially, as you can see in the program, initially S of I is assigned as 0 and D of I is assigned as A of S comma I for all the vertices. So the array S will now look like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 for all the vertices, and D array will be looking like the distance from the first vertex to the all the vertices, which can be read from this row. So D of 1 is 0, A to A is 0. D of 2, 1 to 2 is 3, that is there. D of 3, 1 to 3 is 9, 9, 9, 9. 1 to 4 is 7 and 1 to 5 is 9, 9, 9, 9. Clear? Now S of 1 is equal to 1, that is source vertex I have visited, 1. D of 1 is equal to 1, yes. Now I is equal to 2. Next line is, while 2 is less than or equal to 5, we have to check. 2 is less than or equal to 5, yes, condition is true. So now we are going to begin the process. So what is the next line in the program? If you can see, it is u is equal to extract min of s comma d. U is equal to extract min of s comma d. So the array S is now looking like I have made first vertex as visited 1. The remaining vertices has not been visited, so 0, 0, 0, 0. D of first vertex, source vertex is made as 1, so 1. A to B is 3, A to C is no edge, A to D is 7 and A to E is no edge. That we have done. Now here extract min made, as you can see, for every vertex we are going to do. So min is infinity. What is the infinity value here? The infinity is 4 nines, so in 4 nines. So first I am going to check for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. If d of I is less than min, d of 1 is less than 9999 and s of I is not equal to 0 and s of 1 is not equal to 0, we have to check. So what is d of 1? 1. 1 is less than 999, condition is true. S of 1 is equal to 0. No, S of 1 is 1. So condition is false. So I will be incremented. I becomes 2. D of 2 is less than 999 and S of 2 is equal to 0. Yes, D of 2 is 3. 3 is less than 999. Condition is true. S of 2 is also 0. Condition is true. So we will enter into the for. If statement is true, so we will enter into the execution part. That statement says min is equal to D of I, J is equal to I. Min is equal to, what is the value of I now? 2. Min is equal to D of 2. What is D of 2? 3 and J becomes 2. Now for loop is over. So that means if statement is over, for loop will be continued. When I is equal to 3, the condition becomes false. When I is equal to 4, the condition becomes false. When I is equal to 5, also the condition becomes false. For loops gets exited, return of j. So 2 will be returned to the calling function. So when this statement is executed, u is equal to extract min of s comma d. For the first time, u value will become 2. U is 2. Now what we are doing? S of u is equal to 1. S of 2 becomes 1. I plus plus. I will be incremented. After that we have for v is equal to 1, v less than or equal to n, v plus plus. So we will be taking the value from 1 to 5 and for each value of v we are going to calculate the shortest path. So v is equal to 1. When v is equal to 1, we check if d of u plus a of u comma v is less than d of v. What is u value? U value is 2, v value is 1 now. So d of 2 plus a of 2 comma 1 is less than d of 1. What is d of 2? D of 2 is 3 plus what is a of 2 comma 1? As you can see here, a of 2 comma 1 is 3. A of 2 comma 1 is 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 is less than d of 1. What is d of 1? 1. And s of 1 is equal to 0. S of 1 is 1. So both the conditions are false. So that will not be executed. Now v is equal to 2. D of 2 plus a of 2 comma 2 is less than d of 2. D of 2 is 3 plus a of 2 comma 2 is 0. 3 plus 0 is less than 3. Condition is false. So this will not be executed. Now v is equal to 3. When v is equal to 3, d of 2 plus a of 2 comma 3 is less than d of 3. And s of 3 is equal to 0. What is d of 2? 3 plus a of 2 comma 3. A of 2 comma 3 is 4. So 3 plus 4 is less than 9999. D of 3 is v999 is less than 9999 and s of 3 is 0. Yes, s of 3 is also 0. Both the conditions are true. So we will execute this part. D of v is equal to d of u plus a of u comma v. D of v. D of 3 is equal to d of 2 plus a of 2 comma 3. What is d of 2? 3. What is a of 2 comma 3? 4. So 3 plus 4, 7. D of 3 will become 7 now. Next v will be incremented. When v is equal to 4, d of 2 plus a of 2 comma 4 is less than d of 4. So what is 3? D of 2? 3. A of 2 comma 4, as you can see here, a of 2 comma 4 is 2. A of 2 comma 4 is 2. So 3 plus 2 is less than d of 4. What is 4? 7. 3 plus 2 is less than 7. Yes, condition is true. And s of 4 is also not is equal to 0. So d of 4 will be assigned as 5. When v is equal to 5, the condition becomes false. So the full iteration of v is over. So at the end of this iteration, while I is less than or equal to 1, at the end of this iteration, this first iteration, we have got s as we have visited the first vertex and the second vertex and their distances are 1 and 3 and we have changed the distance of the other vertex also, that is 5. And then the iteration 2 begins.